Uh, I think Dr. Kumar would be, I was just reminded when Sir said that I know personally he's told me this a lot of times, that KMC was his heart. He was here for maximum. He was very sad when he left it, and he always said, I want to go back. And I know maybe there are some of you who don't know, but then as Sir finally in his resting place, he has come back to KMC, to his very own Department of Anatomy, because he donated his body. And he's donated his body to the Department of Anatomy, and he wants students to continue. So he continues to teach even after his death. It was something that has stunned a lot of his students. I've had a lot of classmates call up from all over the world telling me, Sonali, no, don't let it happen, or don't do this, or just in tears, because they just could not believe. But most of them said, I'm not surprised. Sir took it to a level and more. So he was always indebted, and this was always home. He loved Mangalore and he never wanted to leave, but a few thoughts that came on. I would now like Professor Sunny Tharappan. As you all know, he's the director of the Center and Human Resource Development College, AIM Insights, Mangalore, and an old friend, an HRM guru, and another teacher of teachers. Welcome, sir.
Dr. K.R. Shetty, Dr. Sudarshan Hegde, Dr. Venkat Rao, Mr. Narendra Nayak, Mr. Srinivasan, and all those who admire Dr. Kumar who are present here. Last evening, when I was thinking about speaking about Arunachalam Kumar, what struck me first was one book that we talked to each other when he was alive, and that almost 10 years ago. That was Deborah Mason's Tempered Radical. The name of the book is Tempered Radical. I thought I should bring to your notice that probably Kumar was a tempered radical himself. Radicalism is a part of him. But then that was tempered, and therefore he wasn't a radical like anybody else. Deborah Mason, in her book, what we discussed at that time was this, had taken Robert Kennedy's, she has, before her introduction of the book, she has kept Robert Kennedy's statement. I brought it here to be read. Kennedy writes like this, spoke, and it is written in the book, each time a man stands up for an idea, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current that can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. We do remember that the tempered radical in Dr. Arunachalam Kumar is exactly this. But the next that Kennedy says is more interesting, and that makes Kumar more admirable. Few are willing to brave the disapproval of their fellows, the censure of their colleagues, the wrath of their society. Moral courage is a rarer commodity than bravery in battle or greater intelligence. Yet it is that one essential vital quality for those who seek to change a world that yields most painfully to change. I suppose Kumar was that, the moral courage that he had, and the way he was able to influence people. And if a man is influencing people, certainly he is leading people. The only other word that you get for leadership is the question of influence. So he was not merely a rare person, he was also a unique person. Jack Kerouac, another great writer, I haven't discussed this with Kumar because last few years I have not been in everyday contact with him. Kerouac spoke about mad leaders, those who are called eccentric by others. But then they are not eccentrics. Instead, they are people with extra intelligence, and they are able to apply the totality of their intelligence into everyday life. When they are able to do that, they achieve. And these achievements are not like the normal achievements of getting awards and other things. So, while living and while after he went away, if all of us have assembled here, it is because he had been a person who was madly in passionate love with life. Therefore, it's fair that we are celebrating his life. What else can we do for him? instead of having a condolence meeting, we friends of his are celebrating his life, which is unique or rare, whichever word that we want to use. My association with him was as a student. When he was a student, I have known him. I invited him to speak to other students in a training program. And the very appearance of the person, he got a 9 out of 9 from all students in an evaluation after his speech. The only speaker out of 32 speakers that I had invited, the only speaker who got 9 out of 9 from all participants, that was he. I've known him as a teacher several times. Of course, there was some sort of an association because he was a great dog lover. I also have the same attitude to dogs, and therefore, several times we had occasions to exchange notes on them. As a teacher, his commitment was not within the classroom. His commitment was beyond the classroom, and therefore, that has attracted him to the students more. I have great respect for him, for the intellectual that he was. Being an intellectual is not easy because an intellectual is always in a subversive thinking. And he was a subversive thinker. He didn't think in the normal lines. He did not think in the ways in which people would think. It was not a logical, rational thinking alone that was there. He would subvert the normal things that people believe, that people propagate, that people take to the others, that people want to believe. And therefore that subversion made Dr. Arunachalam Kumar the Arunachalam Kumar. I have great regard for him for the impact that he had on people. Even in a single meeting, the type of impact that he would have on others. That makes him a rare or a unique personality. Let me just read one sentence from Jack Cook from On the Road, not a book that I have discussed with him. The only people for me are the mad ones. Ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time. The ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing. That was Kumar. Involved, if he got involved fully. His passion was an accomplice to his commitment. When passion and commitment are accomplices for each other, unique things happen. That's what Kumar did. I have great regard for him. I respect him. I hope Kumar has created such enthusiasm in people, and that enthusiasm will multiply, and that multiplication will reach out to a larger number of people. Let him be alive when we celebrate his life amidst us, not only now, forever. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like, if the dignitaries on the dais want to sit down, I think it would be much more comfortable, because I'm just going to throw this open now to anyone in the audience who would like to say a few words. Kannadadalli sah helbodu. It could be anybody, non-teaching staff. I know that a lot of people, you can say, let this be I'll come around with a mic. Dr. Kumar would be probably sitting and saying, what the hell, man, you guys sitting here, morose, big faces and all that, liven things up. I can actually hear him saying that. If you were here, you would have been probably glaring at me right now. So if there's anyone just want to say something, just raise your hands and I will bring the mic to you.